Phillies Braves divisional round is going to be hopefully the most fun to watch. I think it's definitely the most anticipated. That just with all the baggage that comes with this series from stemming from last year's series. I mean, this is a revenge series for the Atlanta Braves, but also it's a division opponent. So there's just a lot of heatedness in this series. So let's kind of unpack this here. I think I'm gonna start with the Phillies. So this Phillies team, I think in the wild card series against the Marlins, we saw that. Well, guess who? The pitching of Aaron Nola and Zach Wheeler came to play, and just as they did last year on their World Series run. So obviously those two are going to be vitally important to how far they go. Ranger Suarez is also another piece of that, although he's kind of battled through injury this year. But this Phillies team, they have those boppers. You got Bryce, Castellanos, Schwarber, Trey Turner, and just all these guys that make this offense great. Bryson Stott has come out, like just this Alec Boehm, of course, like JT, like all these. This offense is loaded. This pitching staff is top heavy. I think. Just Zach Wheeler, Aaron Nola, and Ranger is pretty much all you're really going to get as far as like reliable starters. Those are really the only three you're going to trot out there. This bullpen has had moments of being, bad, good. That's kind of any bullpen over the course of a long 162 games, but this bullpen, it's got the guys. Alvarado, Soto has had an interesting year to say the least, but he's a guy they traded for early on from the Tigers that they needed to, they wanted to have reliable reliever innings and moments for. You got Lorenzen now who can come out of the bullpen. He's comfortable in that setting. He's had some shine as a starter with both the Tigers this year and as they traded for him. With the Phillies, he tossed that no-hitter in his second start for them, which was pretty cool. You gave big money to Taijuan Walker. What can he give you out of the bullpen or maybe even as a spot starter? Just Craig Kimbrell has had a nice year, I don't know how high leverage you're going to give him at this point in his career, but he's a name. He's a name for sure. And that's kind of this series is names. Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber, Trey Turner, JT, Zach Wheeler, Ronald Acuna, Matt Olson. The names in this series are going to play a big role. No Rhys Hoskins is kind of a blow. I'm sure he would love to be in the series after his heroic home run in that series last year off Strider. This Phillies team is really good. They're going to be a problem for this Braves team, even though the Braves team are the best record in baseball. But this Phillies team is not going to go down easy. I think we learned that last year, and over the course of this year. This team is a serious World Series problem, and just how far can they go this year? I know it's division opponent, but they're going to give it their best bet. Not having Zach Wheeler and Aaron Nola till later in the series, so they can't pitch twice, is a bit of a disappointment for the Phillies, But it is what it is, right? You got to kind of roll with how you came in, and they're hot. This offense can go through that even with bad pitching. Just they can score a bunch of runs. It doesn't really matter. So this Phillies team is exciting, and they're going to look to make another run, depending on how this Braves team goes. So I think I'll transition to the Braves. This pitching staff, outside of Strider, at least starting wise, is pretty scary to me. If I'm a Braves fan, Charlie Morton at this point, he has moments for sure of dominance, and how much can you really expect of him? He's coming off of injury, I'm pretty sure as well. Just how impactful can he be? And the same with Bryce Elder, who, great start to the year. Just what is he? Like, I don't know if you can give him a long leash. Like Charlie Morton, you could probably give an interesting little. He faces some adversity, but how much does he really get to? Until they turn over the bullpen, which is pretty good. It's got some names. Matzik, McHugh. Raisel Iglesias, they got the names. They've a bullpen that's pretty decent, that they can give, high leverage innings to. But this offense, or here, I forgot about Strider, but Strider's the guy. He needs to be on point and have that just dominant, I think, to really the Braves could mash their way through, but you're going to face at some point this level of stagnation in your offense, and you need that pitching to kind of help you regulate through that. And Strider's going to be that guy. I think Charlie Morton's not a terrible guy to have. He's pitched in many playoffs, many World Series. He's a name, and he's definitely got the reputation that precedes him. But this Braves offense can mash. Matt Olson led the league in home runs. Ronald Acuna is probably the MVP. Marcell Ozuna, I don't like the guy, but he's a bopper. Just it's insane, really. The production they get from these guys is insane. They led the league in home runs. This is going to be a tough test for this Phillies pitching, and as well as the Braves will have a problem with the Phillies. So this series is going to be great. It's going to be exciting. I can't wait to watch it. It's going to be a blast. That being said, I think this is going to go. I hope it goes 5. That would be amazing. I'm going to pick the Braves in 5. I think just the Braves, overall, over the course of the regular season, were the better team. Ronald Acuna is the MVP. I think how hard does he go, and Matt Olson, it's just this Braves team is insane, and I think they're going to push through in this Phillies series. I think just it's going to be a big battle, and I'm excited for it. I'm really am. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you're a Braves fan and a Phillies fan, go at it. This is going to be a great series.